Up, and just like that, she snuck up on. I thought we was gonna have an intimate moment. Can I help you?
I'm just gonna slide in your DMs.
What are you doing?
Ear hustling.
No,
No, I want ear hustle.
no, babe.
I want to
Come
ear
back
hustle.
later. Come back in a few minutes. I gotta get it set up and then you come
Do I
back.
have to knock?
Huh?
Do I have to knock?
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have the password too.
What's the password?
I'm not gonna tell you.
That doesn't make any sense.
You
How
gotta
am I
guess
supposed
it.
to know if I don't know the password?
Yeah,
How
you
can I
gotta
come in
guess
if I
it.
don't know the password?
Yeah, you should know your husband. You've been with him for almost 22 years.
First of all, you surprise me every day, and you come up with some off-the-wall stuff. So I
As do
guarantee you I
Let me
don't
get
know
a
the
little bit.
password. You know what the password is?
What?
Broadcasted.
It's broadcasting.
Whatever.
It is an amazing night tonight. First of all, I'm wearing long sleeves, as you can tell. I just want to come on. I don't really have these type of conversation. Even though I say I try to have intimate conversation with people, I'm more of an introvert, and I know people that actually know me are probably nodding their heads in agreement. It drives Jamie nuts because I can go weeks, if not months, without talking. I can stay in the house for a long period of time. 2020 was my year to shine, because the government said that Jamie couldn't go nowhere. So it was just me, her, Devon, and we just chilled out in the house, and we didn't go anywhere. With that being said, we did move, and I wanted to talk to you guys about when Jamie and I went decided to make that leap from where we were in Colorado to come back home and buy a farm or acreage that we can live that farm rural life. We didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect of what I was getting my family into. Um, and I'm gonna say we have always been blessed to have some neighbors, amazing neighbors. But to fast forward, living in rural Iowa, our closest neighbor is like a half a mile, if not a little bit more, away. Um, and we didn't know what that sense of community was going to be like. And I must say that I feel like we're more close with the neighbor than I have been with neighbors that I live 5 feet away from, like in Illinois. Cause Jamie's gonna kill me for saying this, but a few weeks or 2 months ago, I was out flame weeding and I caught our barn on fire. Yeah, I did that. That was me. I caught my barn on fire, and the first person we called was our neighbor Gary, and Gary was here in seconds, and he took the helm, and he had already pre-called some other neighbors, and just to let you know, our fire department is nothing but volunteers, community volunteers, so that's not their primary job. But we have a neighbor, Tim, and he was here in minutes as well, helping get the fire out. And you had to be here to see it. We didn't record it or anything like that. It wasn't a filmable moment, but you had to be here to see it, to see the amount of people that showed up, and to see the genuine concern and the care and the camaraderie of people. And it wasn't something I expected. We live, like I said, we live a half a mile away from our closest neighbor, so I thought I'd never see my neighbor, know who that person was. But Gary, I promise you, he walks this street every day, every morning, every night. And when he sees us outside, he comes and he talks to us. He's always open and lends a helping hand when needed. We can call Gary right now, and I promise you, Gary will come down and assist us in anything. His wife, who's an amazing person as well, she made us some homemade cinnamon rolls which Jamie devoured. Yeah, I didn't get one. Oh, there's Jamie. But
I'm just gonna sit right here.
hey there, beautiful lady.
Eat my popcorn. Enjoy the show.
So, but there's
Those cinnamon rolls were good. I'm just gonna say it. I
Were-
did. I smashed them.
I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous because our first house we was looking at, and we're not gonna get into the story. I know you want to get into the story. We're not gonna get into the story. We were looking at in Waterloo, which was a larger city, and it was we was closer to the Starbucks and all the stuff like that. It was 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
Where now we're 45 minutes away from stuff and not as many people. It's not as congested. That's what I was nervous about. I was a little nervous about that, being out here on our own, and it is a learning curve because we weren't prepared for it. We were not prepared. We didn't have the right tools and stuff to be out here. Like, we didn't have a tractor. We didn't have a ride mower.
Nope.
We didn't have no knowledge of anything when it comes to farming.
Yeah, it, like LP needing that to.
Yeah.
No clue how
No
that
clue.
worked.
None.
We're
And-
fortunate enough that we have internet.
Yes.
Really-
Yeah.
We should
It is
even-
decent speed.
It's decent speed.
So-
and our jobs depend on it.
Yep. But we
So we
were
lucked out there.
we were not prepared for that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's amazing, even though our neighbors are half a mile away, it's just like they're next door.
Yeah.
It that because like I said, Gary, like when we what was we doing out here, we were carrying trees by hand.
we were.
When we first and we had a pile of trees about big as this building.
Oh, I
And
know.
that we was gonna set on fire, but we was nervous to start the fire. 1, 2, and we was doing it all by hand. And Gary came and he saw that we was doing that by hand. And when we was in their house working, he was out there piling our trees with his tractor.
I know. He saved us a day's worth of work.
Exactly.
A day's worth of
I
work.
mean,
And then right after that, we're like, we gotta get one of those.
yep.
So we did. We
Yep.
got one.
And then I explained to him how Tim, I mean, yes, he's a volunteer fireman, but he lives a mile and a half away, and he was here in seconds
Yeah.
to help us when the barn caught on fire.
that was a little. I was a little nervous on that one.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
was-
we could have
You
lost
did-
everything.
You
We
did a
coulda
number
lost,
on that one.
Yeah. Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, people. It was not as bad as it sounds.
Oh,
Gary
but it
and
looked
Tim
bad.
saved the day. And they did. They saved us.
Yes.
But we could have lost everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're very fortunate that the community that we have out here, because I didn't think it existed. I didn't know what to expect. And sometimes people take things for granted. And one thing I take people at their face value, and it's amazing what we get with the neighbors that we have, especially like I said. I mean, they just show up,
Yeah.
and just to say hi.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes when you live by a neighbor, you can be 2 seconds away and you won't see that neighbor
Right.
for days, if not weeks,
Yeah.
So hold on.
I don't think
Listen.
people think it's as bad. I just think that some people think it's not for them, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Like, I was kind of one of those people, like, it wasn't for me, essentially. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I like the conveniency of my time and
Yes.
going place to place, but experiencing what I'm experiencing now and understanding that I don't necessarily need some of those things, and maybe it was more of a want, and then and maybe it wasn't good for me for a certain and we have to come up with a different plan, different ideas.
Yeah.
I think that's healthier.
Yep. I mean, just wait a minute. I'm gonna let you guys hear this. Listen. You don't hear anything.
Yeah, you do. You hear
My water,
Piper
panting, my water
you
going.
hear your water.
Yeah, but you don't hear anything. Like we don't have the noise pollution. We don't have the air pollution or the light pollution. We get to see the clouds. We get to see at night. We get to see the stars, and we don't. There's none of that drama that come with city life.
Yeah, I mean, and the closest sirens that we hear are the ones coming here to put out a fire that Ryan started. Just saying.
You know what? In my defense, it was her fault.
Oh my god!
I was in a doghouse, and I thought I'll take an extra step to try to alleviate some stress from her because she was gonna do the weeding and get in her good graces. But it backfired.
Clearly.
Big time.
Clearly.
But you know what? I quickly got the doghouse for whatever I had did. It got in the doghouse for something else. Because she was sitting right out there with me trying to put out that fire. So.
Of course I was.
But,
You know what your new name is?
What?
Fire Marshal Rhino. That's your new name.
Shut up. That is not making it in the video, people. But so I'm gonna leave it with this, people. Real life, you're just gonna have to get yourself a slice. Yes, that's it. That's my quote of the day. Real life, get yourself a slice. Yep. Anytime you guys want to come out and check out Mad Acre Farms and get a little bit of the farm life.
And help put in a goat pen.
Exactly. Or plant something, harvest something. Look us up. Eggs. Exactly.
Eggs for days.
Yes.
We get like 30 eggs a day. To do the math. Come on over. Get some eggs.
Yes. Yep, we got you. Just reach out to us. We'll set you guys up with a chore.
Knock on the door. Just let us know you want some eggs.
Don't knock on the door. Don't do that. Don't listen to her. Don't knock on the door. Call first. Send a Facebook message. Slide in a DM if you need to. But yeah, just don't knock on the door. That ain't gonna work for me. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're a neighbor.
Call a brother. Yeah, call a brother though. Call. But we got a lot of chores that does need to be done, and we always looking for volunteers to help out. So that's a free word plug. Oh, Lord Jesus.
He's begging for people to come over.
Oh, I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff to do out here.
There's too much, Rhino.
We ain't but two people.
There's too much. There's way too much.
Why don't you go ahead and pan that camera, let them see all them weeds that need to be pulled.
Oh, they keep coming back.
Hey, we got this smallest section for a reason.
I just weeded it.
We weeded this area just so we can do this video.
It was like a jungle in here.
For real, you'll see behind her, that ain't no flower.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. It could be. It looks like a hibiscus.
That ain't no hibiscus. They ain't nothing beneficial. We have pulled that thing about 10 times.
Oh my god, it just keeps coming back. It's like literally Groundhog Day when you pull these weeds.
So that should tell you guys we are organic here. We don't spray any pesticides, and we are doing our best. It's one day at a time. Please, God, help us. So if you guys want to come out and do some chores, don't never say I ain't asked, because this is it. Go ahead and sign up on Facebook. Let us know what day you want to come out, what time, and we'll get y'all set up with some chores. For real. But we're going to get off of here. We got some watering to do and some harvesting of some basil to do. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. You know what it is. Peace.